Do you ever wonder why the protesters never played the song Fly by Sugar Ray when people were removing all those statues a few years ago? I think they may regret missing out on that opportunity.
I don't follow what you're talking about.
I figure any song that starts with All Around the World Statues Crumble for Me would be a perfect background song for the removal of statues. It also has a cool vibe to keep people mellow. Well, anyway, hello and welcome to the show today.
How are you doing, Joe?
Pretty good. How about you, Donald?
Not as great today as I was doing last week.
Yeah, I can guess why. Our sponsor dropped us, but I think we'll be okay.
This episode will take us deeper into the red.
Deeper into the red. You would probably like that, you elephant liquor.
Red isn't always a good thing for Republicans, Joe. It means we are losing money.
Our combined net worth is in the billions of dollars. Surely we could fund this show for a while.
I'd rather risk other people's money than our own. We're talking hundreds of dollars a week.
You probably spent that much just getting out of bed today.
Having an ornithologist train birds to sing to you as your alarm clock doesn't come cheap, Joe.
We just had roosters back in the day. Let's get to today's topic, which is climate change.
Can we just get this over with?
I feel like that is what Mother Earth is saying to us every day we pollute it more. We are letting the Earth die with things like carbon and methane emissions.
Maybe if all these hippies stopped talking all the time, carbon emissions would go down. Also, if we stuck to doing Dutch ovens in bed, we could reduce methane gas releases.
Dutch oven? Real classy, man. I wonder how our allies in Amsterdam feel about that.
In the spirit of inclusivity, we could call it a covered wagon. Whichever you prefer. I'm trying to be more inclusive.
Anyway, let's get back on topic. Leading scientists have concluded we have 8 to 11 years to change things before it's too late.
I actually did some research on this, Joe. In the years after 1970, these predictions came out. They were predicting the Earth would go into another ice age by the year 2000. The UK would be like Siberia by now. There would be no ice in the Arctic by 2018. And the Maldives would be underwater by now. How much of that has happened?
Well, none of it. But this time I think we have it right. And I appreciate you did some research on this. Typically, you just act like a chicken in these situations and wing it.
Well, Joe, I am full of surprises. One thing I did notice is the western United States has several lakes and reservoirs that are severely low on water. Some people think we may need to build a pipeline from the Mississippi River to the west to help the great people out there have adequate water and flourish.
I'm not as worried about that because my son Hunter said he can make it rain whenever he wants.
I don't think he's talking about water, Joe.
How about this? Over the past 30 years, scientists claim the sea levels have risen 10 centimeters. What do you have to say about that?
I'll show you 10 centimeters right now.
That's only about 4 inches, Donald.
Oh, well, anyway, I have a plan for any sea levels rising. We can mine the ocean floor for resources and pump any extra dirt and rocks to the southern border and make new mountains to secure our nation. Then the ocean level will drop.
Pipelines, is that your answer to everything?
It's not just my answer, it's the only answer.
You need to broaden your horizons, man. We can't just pump stuff everywhere.
What can I say? I just love laying pipe all across the USA.
At least we can agree that electric vehicles are good for the planet.
To me, the jury is still out on that decision.
You'd know with all the juries you have faced.
I also did some research on electric vehicles, and EVs are almost never in post-apocalyptic scenarios. They are still using gas cars. This shows me that electric vehicles could be a possibility to help avoid that type of apocalyptic inevitability.
What scenarios are you talking about?
Mad Max, Terminator Salvation, Death Race, Resident Evil Extinction, and the list goes on and on. You know what you don't see in any of those scenarios? A freaking Toyota Prius.
I would hardly say those movies are legitimate post-apocalyptic scenarios.
I'm trying to agree with you.
Well, Mad Max does kick some serious butt. I love it when they say, I will see you in the halls of Valhalla. That shiz is tight, man.
Yeah, man. Now I feel like we are on the same page. For my money, Mel Gibson or Tom Hardy deserve high praise in their portrayals of Mad Max. Also, an electric guitar with a flamethrower on the end. That's a true multi-tool.
I can rock out to some Bruce Springsteen and cook my dinner at the same time.
It's good we could find some common ground today. I think we have found a lot of solutions to our issues, and I hope those of you at home can also. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.